Hey guys, this is C-Moe from C-Moe Builds, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars set 9490 Droid Escape. This set contains 137 pieces and appears in Episode 4, A New Hope. This was released in 2012 and is $20 to $25 today on Bricklink. Let's look at the box since I happen to have it for this review. So here is the front of the box art. You can see that this set actually does have a brand new C-3PO and a brand new Sand Trooper. Actually, both of them are new to this set. I don't even think we've seen these again, actually, so they're still exclusive to today. There's the actual size comparison of the Sand Trooper. And on the back, just some more details and features about the set. As you can see, this set does have the Darth Maul up in the top right, which is what was released for the 2012 years of Star Wars sets. And actually, I do have the instructions inside here too. That's the instruction manual. Looks like it has... Let me just go to the last page here. 30 pages. Well, 31 if you want to include that, but not very much. So all the pieces. If you want to pause the video to see all the pieces, you can do that. Sorry for the glare right there. Also, I know I sound stuffy. I have a stuffed nose at the moment. Sorry about that. That's really it for the box and instructions. So now we can look at the minifigures. Here are the 4 minifigures in the set. From left to right, we have R2-D2, C-3PO, and then 2 Sand Troopers. This is a very basic R2-D2, and this is not the first time we saw this model of him. He's been out for a long time since 2012. I think he came out in 2010 or 2011. Not sure which set he originated in, but that is nothing new as far as R2-D2. This is, however, the first version of this C-3PO with the circuits showing down on the torso, and this C-3PO really has not been updated much, if at all, since this model right here. So that is probably the best C-3PO you can get as of right now. And then these 2 Sand Troopers right here, the one on the left is actually a Sand Trooper Sergeant, and you can tell by his white pauldron, as opposed to an orange pauldron, which normal Sand Troopers usually have. Both Sand Troopers have the same exact, really everything. They both have backpacks, as I'll show you in a second. They have the same torso, same legs, same helmet, and they all have the same sand patches on all of their parts. The one on the left does have a regular blaster, as well as, I'm not sure if that's a communications device or part of the Droid escape pod. If you actually do know that answer, please leave it down in the comments below. And then the Sand Trooper on the right has a blaster rifle. They both do as well have heads underneath, like actual design on the heads, not just black heads. I think this is one of the first times they actually evolved from the black head to an actual clone face underneath. So I'll show you that in a minute as well with the backpacks. As far as on the back of the minifigures, that's what I'll do right now. Here are the back of the minifigures right here. R2-D2 just has his head design continued all the way through, and you can also see the back of C-3PO circuits right there, as well as some back of the torso detailing and a little bit of head mold detailing on the back as well. That's the backpack that both Stormtroopers have. Here's the other one. I took it off so you could see the actual back of the torsos for the Stormtroopers. They're both the exact same, as well as the heads. They do not have double-sided faces, of course. They're just Stormtroopers. But that's what they look like. Have a little bit of stubble and mainly black, just a little bit of flesh and eyes to show face detailing there. That's pretty much it for the minifigures, and now we will actually go on to the little speeder that's included with the set. Here it is. This is actually called the swoop bike. That's the technical term for it that I found looking up the set. I looked into a little bit of the detail, and I found that it is called a swoop bike. And it's very basic and small design. Really, probably it's probably less than 15-20 pieces. It only has room for 1 minifigure, so if you sit him right here, it is good that they did give him plenty of room for his backpack, however, to hang off, so that's perfect. I'm not going to connect his hand, obviously, but it's fine. And then, right here, this can actually be adjusted a little bit if you want, just up and down, but there's really no purpose for that. This right here, these 2 are clips. You might be able to put his backpack right there if you want, if you modify it a little bit. And then these... Really, I don't really know what those are. Maybe just exhaust. I'm not sure what they're trying to go for with that. Very basic build, but this is accurate to the movie. I believe this actually did appear in the movie. Yeah, I believe this actually did appear in the movie. So that was a good inclusion of that in this set. And that's pretty much it for this. Now let's go on to the main part of the set, the Droid escape pod. Alright, so this is a pretty nice escape pod. It's much bigger than its 1999 counterpart. Or was it 2000? It was one of those early years when LEGO Star Wars was just being made. However, there is a 2016 model now, and of course it's much bigger, better, comes with better minifigures. Well, I mean, these Sand Troopers are pretty good, but instead it comes with Jawas, but kind of besides the point. This set does have 6 stickers. There are 4 going around here, and then 2 right here. There is a detachable cover right there, and it doesn't actually connect here. with Technic pieces, it just slides in there. And that's good because it's not going to fall off just spinning it, but it's also not going to get stuck and be annoying to rip apart. So they handled that the right way. This actually can fit R2-D2 and C-3PO in there comfortably, but I wouldn't really say comfortably, but they will both fit in there. It's kind of an awkward fit. I'll show you that last, but really not too much detail with this. It does look pretty nice. These are all adjustable. Sorry, I hit the camera. These are all adjustable. They can go like this. You can really pose it in many places if you want. I've seen a lot of people in their collections, they store them like this, and that actually does work. It makes them smaller, taller, instead of as wide, and doesn't take as much shelf space. So that is a good way to store it if you didn't know. And then I don't really know what these are. It's accurate to the movie, however, but the new one, the 2016, is actually the best one because it's actually a perfect cylinder. This one kind of fades off more like a cone, so this is not as accurate to the movie, but still gets the job done and is a good set with good minifigures. So now I'll show you what it looks like with R2-D2 and C-3PO in without the detachable cover. So I'll see you in a minute. So as you can see, very tight fit in here. C-3PO can be seated. R2-D2 kind of just has to stand pretty much straddling C-3PO. And there is a control panel right there with 2 red buttons. And I guess this right here keeps R2-D2 from moving around in there. He's actually not going to move around. The bottom piece right there sticks right in between all 4 of those studs perfectly. So, I mean, they do fit, but once again, very tight fit. Really no room for them to do anything in here. But, like I said, at least you can get them in there with the top on, and you won't really need to see how they're being seated as long as they're in there. That's really it with the escape pod, and now let's go to the conclusion. Even though this was released in 2012, this really has not jumped up in price at all. And you get 2 nice Sand Troopers and 2 good droids, obviously. This is a very old R2-D2. The C-3PO is somewhat new. He's gotten even better in the Sandcrawler and sets before that, or I mean after that. But this set overall is pretty nice. If you haven't got it, I really wouldn't worry about it because there's one out right now that you can just get. I think it's only $20 or $25 that comes with 2 Jawas, which are even rarer to get than Sand Troopers because there's only 3 sets that come with Jawas. And there's plenty that come with Sand Troopers, so that's pretty much it for today's review on the LEGO Star Wars Set 9490 Droid Escape, and I'll catch you guys all in the next LEGO Star Wars review. Bye.